Hey, it's Eric. Welcome back to Insomnia Garage. Finally getting to work on this truck again. I had some other footage taken where I replaced the dimmer switch because the headlights weren't working. The audio sucks on it. I may try and figure something out and just showcase what I did. But essentially, bad dimmer switch was not allowing the headlights to turn on, so we got that replaced. The truck is not running very well. It runs not well, and I sprayed when I did the cap and rotor. I sprayed some liquid wrench on the mechanical advance to help try and free it up, and it's just not freeing up. So I picked up a new distributor, and then I still have. I had to track down the brake fluid leak. I think it's coming from the rear brake hose. It's pretty mangled and torn up. When I get under there to do it, I'll show. We'll take a look at it. But so that's what I'm gonna do today is put this distributor in, see how it affects the running. I may have to, and really I should do it anyway. Tune the carburetor. So with a good distributor, timing set, carburetor tuned, we shouldn't have any problems. And if we do, we'll have to look into what's causing those. And then get this brake hose done, and then I can back it out. And honestly, at this point, um, probably just look at selling it. That way, I can be done with it and move on to the next one. So the other things I'm going to do today are just kind of housekeeping things. Going to clean up the beauty rings that attach to the wheels, and then just wash up the Sarah caps, get all those bolted on, so I don't have to and get them off my shelves and make space for more parts. I'll drop the distributor in. We'll get it fired up and see what it does. Okay, so the distributor is in, wires are on. Let's see how badly at a time this is because the when I dropped it in, it didn't seat like the old one. So we'll just have to retime it, which we were going to do anyways. But let's see how badly at a time we are now. I'm gonna open the garage, hook the timing light up, and then we'll start it or attempt to. Still no dice. Okay. Let's try it there. All right, cool. So we'll let it warm up a little bit, and then I'll pull the vacuum line off, and we'll set the timing, um, lock it down, and then from there I can start. I can do the brake line, and I can also do I can do the carb settings. It's really not liking this. It is shaking it a lot. Okay, so we saw we're able to start it, idles, kind of, it'll take the gas. But I was afraid that this had happened. Um, so at some point, whoever I bought this from, their neighbor attempted to work on it, and I cannot get these timing marks to line up at all. I mentioned when I dropped in the new distributor that the it wasn't pointing in the same place. So, and when I got this, the distributor itself was loose. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is rotate the engine around until I'm pointed at, verify that I'm at top dead center on number one, verify the timing mark, and then I might maybe have to restab the distributor just to make sure I have enough adjustment and go from there. I'm a little disappointed that I have to do it. I probably should have just done that to begin with, but I think what I'm going to end up having to do is, take like a long screwdriver and jam it into the oil pump gear, maybe, possibly, and twist, so that way I can actually verify the timing marks. So let me get that taken care of, and then we'll be back. Okay, so it's a couple days later. I had to stop and go do some stuff for my in-laws, so I'm back. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. So rather than start this up and try to set the timing and all that, I'm actually just going to get the rear brake hose installed, fill up the reservoir with fluid, see if it leaks down. So that's really all I want to accomplish tonight, and then we can get the timing set at another day, right? So it's not to piss off the neighbors. The exhaust is literally pointed right at their kitchen, so be kind of nice to them. So I'm gonna get that swapped out. I'll pull the hose out and show on camera why, uh, really why it needed to be replaced, and we'll go from there. Okay, so it's next day after installing the brake hose. I went to start this and back it out, and evidently the last time I ran this, I left the key on, battery on, so battery is totally flat. Couldn't even jump it. So battery's on charge. Um, whoops. While that's happening, I'm gonna do the cleanup that I talked about on the trim rings and the center caps. We'll get those knocked on, and hopefully tomorrow I can then start this thing up, back it out, let it idle down, set the timing, and then I can begin attempting to tune the carb. Right? Who knows what has been done to this thing? So it just needs like a total reset, and we'll be good. So we'll catch up tomorrow. Hey, it's been a number of months since I have, number one, put out a video or really just done much. I've had a whole lot going on, so this is just kind of wrapping things up. This truck is now running fantastic. I set the timing, tuned the carb, got all that going, and I've taken it for a drive around the neighborhood a couple times, and it's running great. So the only thing left to do is to change the oil and then push this thing out and get it sold. Um, this is supposed to be a quick flip, and it's not been a quick flip, and so I need to make sure that I get this thing sold real soon, at least this year, right? And then I can start working on another one and use some lessons learned on really on time management, right? Because that's what I struggle with, and where I can get into the next one. So I'm gonna change the oil, and because it is disgusting, and then uh, maybe take this down to the park, or wash this up, take it down to the park, take some photos, throw it up for sale. So thanks for tuning in with me, following along with this. I know it's not been the most entertaining, but we got a truck that didn't run, had four flats, made it run, new tires, new valve cover gaskets, spark plugs, ended up having to put a distributor in it, and now this vehicle is it can go back on the road. And that's really what it's about, is keeping some of these alive. So it needs more work, but you can pass it on to the next person, let them enjoy it. So catch you next time. I've got some more cool stuff coming. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So thanks.